Hey everybody, Josh here. Quick announcement before we jump into the episode. In case you aren't aware, Titans is actually a sister podcast to the Sneak Attack podcast. Both Kelsey and myself, we kind of got our start in the podcasting world and D&D podcasting from Sneak Attack, and they were a big part of helping us launch Titans, and Sneak Attack is launching Volume 2. So if you haven't yet, go over to the Sneak Attack podcast on whatever platform you listen to podcasts from and check out the beginning of Volume 2. Legitimately, I can't wait. We've got original music, the characters are hilarious. It's just going to be super fun. If you're enjoying Titans, and if you haven't heard of Sneak Attack, please do yourself a favor. Go check it out. This will be a brand new story with new characters, so there's no like backlog you have to catch up with to figure out what's going on. But Sneak Attack does have a backlog of like 150 episodes of Volume 1 that you can check out if you're looking for a fun, goofy fantasy adventure that you want to enjoy. Speaking of goofy fantasy adventures that we all can enjoy, let's jump right into episode 14 of the Titans of Alterra. Thanks, everybody.
Last time on the Titans of Alterra.
Is there anything you can tell me about south of the river?
It's wild country.
Is there,
Gotta watch yourself. There's no real rule of law down there.
what's the next nearest settlement south of the river?
About 3 days' journey south along the edge of the ocean. There's a Ranger's Post.
Are you glowing?
Yeah.
That's really pretty.
You really think so?
You're adorable.
Well, thank you very much.
You're like a star in my room. What if we call you Penny?
Penny?
Yeah.
I like that name. That's a good name.
Dalphin.
Yeah.
Meet Penny.
I look around.
Meet Dalphin.
I don't think he can hear me.
It's nice to meet you, Penny. And then I pat the air next to Winnie.
I like him.
I do too.
Winnie, who are you talking to?
Okay.
Ragnar!
Hello and welcome everyone once again to the Titans of Alterra, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. As always, I'm your host, Joshua, the Dungeon Master and host. Going around the table. Yeah.
Joan.
Dalphin, the mildly sick version.
Winnie, the not sick version yet.
Relnor.
Always Relnor. All right. Well, everyone's here. There's been a bug going around, and it's now Dalphin's turn to be sick.
I got it in the River Watch. What is it called? River Watch?
Yeah, River Watch.
I got it at River Watch. It's because it's like an airport.
Or did you hit puberty?
There's all those people in and out.
And
germs
it's so humid
everywhere.
and wet.
And I ate with my hands. I didn't wash.
Oh man, I shared
And you
that
walk
meal
around
with
barefoot
you.
everywhere.
Yeah, I was kind of asking for it.
Yeah,
Public service announcement. Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
So
Before returning to work.
Let's jump right into it. You guys just crossed the Guardian River. You are now officially in the south. On top of, I guess, 3 of you are on top of Jote.
Yeah.
And I am
Goat
inside
golem.
Jote.
Okay.
I take a deep breath. Feels good to be in the south again.
It sounds a little bit like you sucked in some helium.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
It's all right. So yeah, Dalphin, this is he's returning in a sense.
Woohoo.
What do you guys do next? Where do you go? Do you
I
go?
continue to
We
move.
go wherever the goat goes, apparently.
So the river, if you follow the river, the edge of the river, you'll follow it into the ocean for the most part. That's where it leads, or what leads from it.
What's the name of the ocean?
Rivers lead to the ocean. That's right. Yeah. Right?
Sure.
Yes.
Trying to understand
Usually.
rivers
Yes,
correctly.
you do understand rivers correctly.
Yeah. So
Water, gravity.
yeah.
So the first thing we were going to do is we were going to go to the Ranger
Other things.
Post.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Right, yes.
That was 3 days south along the ocean.
Yep. So yeah, if you follow that kind of that the waterfront.
Let's go to the beach. Beach.
It will take you
Love
eventually
walking on the beach.
to Ranger Post, but you'll have
Elnor's
the
shaking his
Forgotten
head at
Woods
me.
is visible to you guys. I mean, it's a well-treed area
Yeah,
generally.
but I forgot about it.
What?
Let's keep making that joke. And Josh could have come up with a more creative name. Thank you, everyone.
That'll teach him.
And yeah, I'm gonna like name things like the Exciting Cave and the.
It's so
Like-
exciting.
They will make jokes. They're like, oh, that's so
The
exciting.
Forest of Remembrance.
I'm gonna remember that.
No, you're not. You're going to forget it because it's the Forgotten Woods.
And you guys can see the woods. It's very like prevalent on this side of the river, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of staying in kind of this chunk of land. It's a pretty big chunk of land between the ocean/river and the forest as you kind of make your way.
Is it a river or an ocean
So-
at this point?
It feeds like the ocean is not far away.
So we're along the river.
Yeah,
Right now.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Heading towards the ocean.
Yep, it'll take you like a half day to eventually reach the ocean, and then
Dolphin's just in his hammock, in his horn hammock, enjoying the breeze, sea breeze.
That's right.
awesome.
He's enjoying the mode of transportation. This is way better than his pilgrimage before.
Yeah. Walking, carrying all
Yeah.
those scrolls everywhere.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Right on. Well, I will say this, unless you guys want to like talk or anything, your first day goes by pretty nondescript, nothing big happens.
Real Nord, you want to do some more crossbow practice?
I think I'm good.
Are you sure?
I feel like that would be akin to taking candy from a sick baby.
Am I the baby?
No, you're the sick baby.
Where Did I get candy?
No, he takes it from you.
He gets candy.
You had candy and he takes it from you. How does that make you feel?
I wish I had candy.
Exactly.
All right.
That's, I guess, all we have to say there.
That was that conversation.
Dungeon Master?
A similar amount of discord happens as you guys just make your way. Dalphin continues to recuperate in his hammock from his cold that he got.
More meaningless baby candy talk.
What kind of candy does the baby want?
Oh, probably a sucker.
Good choice.
Joan, I will say you are starting to feel a bit of a fatigue from running the golem basically 24/7 at this point. You guys have been going. You had a break basically when you guys stopped at Riverwatch, but beyond that,
I'm starting to feel fatigued because I've been running this golem 24/7.
Do you want me to take over?
I don't think you can.
Did you ask Artemis?
Yes. I didn't ask Artemis.
Oh.
Should we take a break?
Yes, that would be nice. Right by these woods that I can't remember the name of.
Ha ha ha.
it hurts. It hurts. Like physically.
Yeah.
Get it, Penny? It's a joke.
Somewhere around my bottom side.
What?
It's a pain in the butt. So,
Should get that checked out.
Blink, 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 blink.
yeah.
That joke was a pain in the butt too.
So you kind of, are you guys going to take a break?
That's up to
Yes.
Joan. I don't want to.
I
Yes.
think we need to.
I need to. I'm sleepy.
Okay.
The one laying in the hammock doesn't want to take a break.
Yeah.
You can keep laying in the hammock.
What do
do.
you know?
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So I pull over,
You pull.
turn on my blinker,
Okay.
pull over into the rest area,
It's just one blinker.
She winks
right
one
in the middle.
eye.
and sit.
So you guys are like you're kind of where the river meets the ocean. So you got this big kind of ocean front in front of you and the river moving into it.
Here's seagulls.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mine. I can't get up very high. I'm trying to go up high.
Yeah. It's still going to take you guys about a little over 2 days to reach the Ranger Post. There's also a dog in the far distance.
I'm so sorry,
Can I walk?
guys.
Can I walk
Seems
along the
awful
beach
today.
and look for seashells?
Yeah.
I
walk
thought you were
on
going
the
to stay
sand.
in your hammock.
I did until I stopped.
Okay.
Fair. That's very fair. Apt. So, you guys are. Joan, are you outside of the golem at this point?
No, I'm staying in to rest.
You're staying inside to rest?
Yeah, I'm safe. I don't know if something's going to happen.
Okay.
That's cool.
Interesting. I haven't considered
That's the
this.
safest place to be.
All right. Okay.
Can she rest inside the golem?
I'm not moving
I guess it just turns off and leaves a pocket on the inside. Mm-hmm. So
Like a kangaroo.
you're in a very small enclosed space.
it. Well, like
no light.
Napping in
Joan,
your car.
unlike me, is not claustrophobic.
Yay.
Good role playing.
Thank you. Take the best parts of yourself
Yeah.
and throw out the rest.
Dalphin, you're looking for.
Seashells.
Okay.
Or any cool things I find in the sand. Just walk along the beach with my feet.
I'll roll a percentage, I guess. I rolled a 63. You find a seashell.
Is it pretty?
Yeah, it's a nice seashell. It's been washed by the
Seashell.
ocean.
A what shell?
A seashell.
A sheet shell.
Seashell.
They're actually called she shells here in Altera.
Yeah,
Hey, Dalphin,
exactly.
do you guys ever do tongue
He-shells?
twisters in Halfling World?
Tongue twisters?
Yeah.
Like this? He pulls out his tongue and twists it.
Yes. Yes, just like... No,
No,
I'm
we
just
don't
kidding.
do that.
Okay, repeat after me. She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells she shells by the seashore.
Yep, she shells just at the shore.
Careful. We are a clean podcast.
She shells by the seashore.
Yeah,
This is easy.
good job.
Thanks.
Nice.
I found a she shell.
Relnor, what are you doing?
I'm looking for he shells.
What are you really doing?
My first question is, how long does it take Joan to rest with the golem?
Roll
Is
me,
it like a short rest, a long
roll me
rest?
a D4.
Me or
Kelsey. Sorry,
Okay.
Kelsey, roll me. Joan, roll me a
One.
D4.
Oh,
One? It's going to take her 1 hour.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
great
good.
roll. High five.
The one time that
Don't
one's
touch my hand. That was a
accurate.
test.
Josh, you are the worst.
Hey, you should be happy. I made something where a 1 is a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll be great
okay.
at those when you get there.
No, I won't.
Four every
I'm
time.
going to get an 8 on a D4.
Whoa.
That's magical.
I am probably keeping watch.
Okay.
Ever vigilant captain.
Yep.
Keep watch of the child.
Okay, roll me a
I'm not going near him. I don't want to get sick.
roll me a perception check.
Oh.
He's going to perceive something.
Ooh, he is.
16.
So where you guys are at right now, this kind of like, I don't know what you would call it, beach, plains or whatever that are kind of between the ocean and the forest.
Sure.
You're at a point where it's most narrow before
Okay.
it kind of opens up and widens. So going from the river to the ocean, they come closer together, and then heading south, because you guys are we're heading kind of like west, southwest on your way kind of out from Riverwatch.
Yeah.
So you're now at a point where the forest is fairly close, and as Relnor, as you're kind of just looking over the plains area, you feel like you catch the glint of something in the woods or some kind of like movement that's other than just the wind brushing through the trees. Nothing incredibly discernible, but
Approximately how far away are the woods?
so I'm going to say they're about like 150 yards away from where you're at.
So like 1.5 football fields.
So, like, within range.
Sure, yeah, if you want to just shoot at anything random you see in the forest.
Is everyone relatively close? Where's everybody at?
I'm asleep in my golem.
I mean, I would say probably
I'm beach walking.
yeah, Dalphin's the furthest away. Winnie, are you with Dalphin or are you with Joan?
I followed Dalphin towards the beach, but then I just sort of like plunked down. I'm sitting on my butt and like wiggling my feet around in the sand
Cool.
with Penny on my shoulder.
Nice.
Joan?
Yeah, tell
Joan, I saw something out there in the woods.
her to come back later.
Joan?
Mom, I'm still sleeping.
Jonathan, wake up right now.
Jonathan?
She wakes up
Joan,
and
Joan,
opens the
Jonathan.
golem or gets out of the pocket or whatever it
Okay.
is.
You get out of the golem.
Yes.
Kangaroo pocket.
The kangaroo pouch.
That's what I'm imagining too.
I like the what do you want? I like how like this like really epic big magical thing that happened
Has now become a marsupial.
It's just like a like you know what I mean? It's like rather than the You know how a lot of those like anime cartoons, every time you transform into the big mech or the superhero suit, there's this big, huge scene.
It's the same sequence every time,
just, like,
and it gets
fast-
shorter than
yeah.
the first one, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like Sailor Moon.
The first
Yeah.
time it takes 4 episodes, and then the second time it
Yeah.
takes like 1, and then the third time it
Yeah.
takes 10 minutes. Yeah.
Like Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Anyway, Joan's out now.
What'd you see?
Do you rub your eyes?
I don't know. It seemed like a little bit of a shine, a glint off something,
Something shiny.
possibly metallic.
You should tell Delphin he likes shiny things. Does
I'm gonna
Delphin like
keep-
shiny things?
Does someone say shiny?
So Dalvin comes running up from the beach.
Yeah, I pop up and I'm like, well, what shiny what?
I saw something in the forest, the woods.
Oh, the Forgotten Forest?
Is that what it's called?
It's called the Forgotten Woods.
I don't remember.
No one can remember the name. For real.
We've legitimately forgotten the name of
Winnie?
what?
Did you follow Delphin back?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a weird question to ask, since you followed me.
Did she say that?
Yeah. Well, you're asking a strange
Asking her
question.
implies that she's there, which means she did.
Hey, Winnie, are you back?
Aaron,
What?
did Winnie follow Delphin back?
Yes.
Hey, Joan, are you awake?
Yes.
All right. I just want to ask questions like Relnor.
Delphin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you here?
Yeah. Wait. Yes.
Like poking yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, last episode we were asking each other if we were dreaming or not. So
It's true. I think these are all valid
It's
questions.
hard to know. These Artemis made things complicated.
What kind of shininess was it?
Gold. Silver.
What kind of shininess was it, Josh?
Pearly.
Was it a flashy shiny?
I would
Or,
say
platinum.
like a wet rock.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like a very.
So not intrigued right now.
I love wet rocks.
This is Dungeons and Dragons. This is the game that we're playing.
I know, I'm too.
Get in the goat.
It's not Dungeons and Wet Rocks.
I'm just saying, you guys could keep moving on.
Shiny
Joan,
like
do you
a
wanna-
wet rock.
Let's go find the wet rock.
Okay, Delphin, go get the
Joan,
Wet Rock.
Joan, how about you leave the golem here?
Joan, can I borrow your goat?
Let's
No.
the 4 of us.
Did you ask Artemis?
Yes.
Okay.
She didn't ask her.
Do you want to go investigate?
Let's go take a look.
Okay, let's go investigate.
Ooh. Oh. My excitement has been limited by my sickness.
Go as high as you can.
Oh.
Hey Josh, I'm gonna need you to cut that and send it to me so I can make that my ringtone.
You'll never wake up to that. Like that's
Ringtone, not
point. Like, yeah.
alarm. Not ringtone, not
My
alarm.
name is
Well, either
Delphin.
way.
I'm so excited. Let's go see the rocks of rock.
So
I like it. The more excited he gets, the quieter he gets.
Oh.
This is good.
That's true.
I'm sad.
all right.
I'll change a pace for everyone.
So, Joan, are you leaving the goat,
Yes.
the golem?
Yes.
All right.
So
the
why are you crying?
I'm just so
She's
sad
so
for
happy.
Delphin.
So you guys, the 4 of you make your way over
I
to
wish
the
I was
forest.
still asleep.
It's not like the forest just like poof, like hundreds of trees. It's it's a gradual fade. Mm-hmm. I would say it's probably a little bit before dusk. You know what I mean? It's still full light of the day, but you can tell. But it's going to be a little darker.
Have we seen any other wet
Soon.
rocks on our way?
No, I mean it's not like it rained or anything. There's
Relnor,
not.
I think you're crazy.
And I didn't say he saw a wet rock. I said the light is like
Have we
the
seen any more shiny shinings?
reflection off of a wet
Yeah,
stone.
I asked him what kind of shiny it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Have we seen any more shines?
And he answered on
On our
Relnor's
way
behalf.
there.
Roll yourself a perception check.
I perceive. Wait.
I spent so much time felting this wooden surface so that when dice were rolled, it was soft.
Sorry,
and Ricky
sorry.
puts his player handbook right in front of him and always rolls on it.
Now sometimes he rolls on his phone, so he
I
doesn't
rolled
have
a
to roll his dice.
14.
It just
He's,
makes me
he's
laugh.
really
I rolled a
trying to do
14.
the
A
ASMR
modded
angle.
14.
A modded 14. Okay. All right. So that makes, of course, that's the only way. That's the only stat I'm ever looking for.
Yeah. That's what I clarify.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see any other glints from anything.
Relnor, I don't see any other glints.
The 4 of you make your way towards the woods.
Yeah.
You're kind of amidst some trees. You're not really in the thick of it yet.
And I haven't seen a thing.
Yeah, and you haven't seen anything.
Delphin, open your eyes.
Ugh.
Now do you see things?
Woods.
Is that the sound your eyelids make? You should maybe get that checked out.
Yeah, they're kind of crusty.
You know
Do
the
you clean-
monks qualify for medical benefits, right?
Oh, I do have medical capabilities, but I just remembered that doesn't affect me in real life. I got excited for like a split second.
You thought
Come
you'd
back to
heal
reality.
yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
You've RP'd too hard.
Yeah.
Relnor, it wasn't a yellow bug thing, was it?
A yellow bug thing?
That's Winnie's imaginary
She
friend.
points at her shoulder, which is empty to you.
Does
Yeah, you
your
guys can't
shoulder
see Penny.
shine like a wet rock?
I look around her, I say, just go along with it.
Okay. Penny's sitting on your shoulder, kind of just kicking her legs, like she's just watching everyone,
That's adorable.
tilting her head to the
But you
side.
can't
Exactly
see
how
it.
I imagined it.
I know, but Ricky thinks it's adorable.
It's hard to tell. You have the same voice as
I know. I
Delphin.
can't. It's I can't change it as much. It's all kind of one. Yeah.
It's fine. Joe
I mean,
and
it-
Kelsey have the
It's
same
all,
towards
it's all
the-
one
the
jazz
source
radio
of the-
voice.
Going deeper into the woods.
Yeah, towards the source of the light or the
equals
shine.
Jazz.
All right. You guys go a little deeper into the woods to this point where you're kind of surrounded by trees. You really, it's getting harder and harder to make out like the beach and the goat golem amidst all of the trees is just getting thicker. And there's a lot of greenery.
I put my hands to my mouth and I go, "Hello."
No response.
Nobody.
That wants to be known.
Are we approximately the 150 yards in, give or take?
I mean, yeah, you passed the 150
We
yards.
passed that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, guys,
Do I perceive anything?
Roll a perception.
Yeah, you can roll whatever you want.
8.
Yeah, you don't really perceive anything. You just hear
trees.
Eric stubs his toe.
You hear the sounds of the forest. Birds,
you want to keep looking, or
critters.
I say we just keep going.
These
going
woods
in?
are nice.
No, I mean like let's.
Go
I'm,
back to the-
I'm
back to the
rested.
golem.
Let's keep going to the outpost or whatever we're doing.
we'll keep our eyes on the woods, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta keep our eyes out for wet
Let's go back to the golfin. The golfin?
Whoa.
That's a go for golem.
That's the name of the coast.
No.
This is the Golfin
That's
Coast.
that's the Dalphin goat.
Yeah.
Oh, my Golfin.
Send help,
smell
please.
Oh, that's what I'm naming my goat. Is Golfin.
Oh, does that mean mine will be a Ginny?
All right, you guys are now back.
Jenny.
I like
Ginny.
Ginny. I like Ginny.
You
Jenny.
Oh,
guys
Ginny. Yeah, Winnie, Penny.
Winnie, Penny,
not
Ginny.
not discovering
Jenny.
not discovering anything in the woods. You guys go back to the golem.
Yours isn't a Jardimus. That's a joke.
The music crescendos as Joan magically ascends back into the golem and it turns back.
But faster than last time.
But yeah, a lot
Via
faster
front
than last
pouch.
time. Yeah. Not as many cutscenes, just a couple of them, so we get the idea.
I love how cinematic our podcast is.
You guys are back on your way south now.
The
Do
more
you?
you know.
So here's what I'm gonna ask.
I will always want to know what that was. Always.
Here are your options moving south. You guys can follow. You guys can either follow the forest, or you can follow the ocean, or you can just go down the plains that are getting ever wider.
What's the fastest
does Relnor
way to
communicate
the...
those options?
Huh?
I'm asking Relnor if he's communicating the out of
I
character.
mean, I don't think anyone needs to communicate them. It's literally what you see in front
I'm
of
going
you.
to go the fastest way to the Ranger outpost.
Yeah.
So the ranger outpost is going to be more along the beach, I think.
Then that's
Yay,
what I do.
that's what I wanted.
Okay.
I love the beach.
So you guys follow the beach.
Yes.
All right.
Are you still in your hammock or are you walking because you enjoy the beach so much?
I'm definitely in the hammock
Okay.
with my seashell.
So just so I can kind of montage this traveling. Are you going to continue moving throughout the night? Are you going to
Country road,
pause for the
I-
night, make camp?
take me home.
I ask the group.
We can make camp. If
Yeah, we
Joan
can make-
wants to sleep
we
on the
can make-
ground instead of in a goat, I have an alarm I can set, and we can just all chill and fall asleep.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to probably go till the moon is high overhead. It's probably close to midnight. You guys stop.
Yep.
Winnie's gonna pull out a tiny bell and a piece of fine silver wire from her pouch and cast alarm, which is you just set up a little perimeter. And,
Cool. How
if
big's the
anything-
perimeter?
it is 20 foot in square, which doesn't make sense to me. Why
20
wouldn't it be
square foot?
round? But yeah,
Okay.
Because string has to have points of
Well, actually, technically
contact.
it's a cube, so it's over us too. But yeah,
Relnor is going to make a campfire on the beach.
Okay, so you make a campfire.
Do I have fishing gear? Nope. Never mind.
I mean, you could try to fish by hand.
Oh, I fished by hand!
Did he just fish his hand?
I'm going to fish by hand. By hand.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to fish by hand. Do I need speed? I got it.
All right, so I'm going to say actually roll me a... first, I want you to roll me an animal handling.
Oh, great. That makes perfect sense.
kinda-
11.
Okay, so you wade out into where you think there will be some good fish for catching.
Do I feel them on my toes?
You're just going to wait there for a little
Little
bit.
suckies on my toes?
You feel a little something. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity. Let's go with the athletics.
Athletics?
Or sorry, I'm sorry, an acrobatics. To try-
Gladly. 19.
Okay, you shoot your hand down and pull up a crab.
Yay, crab!
Does it pinch him?
No,
I'm very...
he rolled a 19. He
Yeah.
grabbed that sucker.
I come back
You
and
know,
I
I'm
put
going to
it-
wade out into the water with my hand crossbow. Don't see any fish.
Roll me an animal handling.
I take a stick and I skewer the crab.
Oh, you know what? It would be a survival is what it would be.
That's good that you said that.
did you roll a one
That is a
again?
non-recorded crit fail.
I mean, he did probably roll a crit fail, and we'll count that.
No.
So-
you said survival, right?
He's the,
Yeah,
he's
he's
the
gotta
dungeon
roll
master.
survival.
He's
I
the
mean-
dungeon master. You rolled for whatever it
It
was.
doesn't really change that you roll, just change what modifier
I'm
you
not-
apply to the roll.
I'm not
That's true.
animal handling, though.
I mean, he's not, but it's still not
It
good.
still sucks.
It's fine.
It definitely, dude. Let it be a crit because it's way more entertaining.
I
Do
don't
it for
do.
do it for the pod.
I
Yeah.
said this early on. I don't do crazy, terrible stuff for anything but
Outside of
combat.
combat,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
No fish is gonna eat you.
what'd you roll for your survival?
8.
All right. You do not see any fish. You maybe see something
Alright.
that looks like fish, but you shoot
Maybe
at
it looks like
it's
a wet rock.
Definitely not.
Winnie wants to try.
Okay. Winnie's seen everybody.
For the record, with a survival roll,
Excuse you, not everybody.
I would have rolled a 16 and not a 19.
11.
11. Yeah. Okay. Winnie, you see some fish.
Okay.
Do you want to try and get them?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot magic missile at him.
Okay. You fire magic missile and
Kill and cook.
are you firing 3 at one fish or?
If I can see 3 fish, I'm gonna fire them at 3 separate fish.
Sure. Winnie smacks 3 different fish with magic missile, kills all 3 of them.
Woo!
And they
Yeah,
just kind of
just
float
float
to
up to
the
the top.
top of the water.
Illegal fishing.
That is not sportsmanlike.
Winnie kind
Well,
of waves.
Runner's shooting seaweed.
Says hungry Relnor.
It's for the sushi.
Relnor's over here, his stomach's grumbling. He's like, that's not very sportsmanlike.
Winnie kind of
killing
waves out a
I'm
little
killing
further, and
the
then she kind of
seaweed.
stops, and she's like, "Could somebody taller go get those?
I'll go get those
Thank
fish.
you."
I'll get the fish. At least I'm doing something useful.
She
For the
sloshes
record,
back to the fire.
My roll would not have changed if it were survival over animal handling because I have the same modifier.
Cool. You guys have some crab and fish to cook up.
You guys, being me, have some crab on a stick.
Okay, so
How big is this
Dalphin.
crab? Must share with everybody?
I just meant
they're
like
probably not very
collectively, you
big.
guys had like.
Oh, okay.
You guys caught some
we
stuff.
each got one thing.
So
Oh, thanks, Winnie.
Yay!
I did nothing.
I mean, you've done a lot of the
Yeah, I was
walking.
going to say, I wouldn't say you've done nothing.
Winnie takes a
You've
little
done
tiny
plenty.
piece of fish and she holds it up to Penny. What does Penny do?
Penny says, "What's this?
It's fish.
Fish?"
You eat it.
She reaches out and she can't grab hold. It just.
Delphin, she's talking to herself.
Are you hungry?
She thinks her shoulder's hungry.
think so.
Okay. Well, it's not that amazing anyway. We'll give it a try. And
right.
Winnie eats
Winnie, would your shoulder like some crab?
it. She can't eat.
It's a she.
Squinty eyes.
Okay, just checking. Joan, you should keep an eye on Winnie.
It's her. It's like Artemis. She has an Artemis too. It's
Who's
named
Artemis?
Penny.
Wait.
Do we not know about Artemis? I thought we did. Sorry, I've been
Yeah.
playing like I did.
Yeah, I think we do.
I think
Oh,
you
okay.
do.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys know.
I got
she
confused for a
didn't tell
second.
you.
I thought we knew. I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Penny's her
Confused.
Artemis.
Like, wait.
Mission accomplished.
Joan can turn the golem on?
I go, wait a minute.
Who's Joan?
Where did that come from?
So Penny is your Artemis?
Yeah.
Where's your goat?
Well, I don't know. You can see Artemis all the time, right?
When I need him.
Oh,
He
when
isn't
you-
always. He's not always with me.
Oh. Do I just need you all the time, Penny?
I don't know.
That's cute.
I bet because we haven't found your goat yet, Penny's sticking around until then.
Oh. Makes me not want to find the goat.
But Penny could probably stay with you all the time if you wanted.
Okay.
Right, Penny?
Yes.
She says...
You can tell her yes.
She says, yes.
Oh, okay. Good. Wow, she sounds a lot like you, Winnie.
Yeah.
Penny kind of like stands up on your shoulder, kind of like she's whispering into your ear, and she says, I think there's something further south. I think you're heading in the right direction. I sense something that way.
You guys. Penny senses something. She thinks we're in the right we're heading in the right direction.
Is it the same thing as Relnor sensing a wet rock in the forest?
I would,
I trust Penny's perception over anything Relnor perceives.
just about to say that, but I felt bad, Dalvin.
Don't get me wrong, Relnor's a great guy. He just needs glasses. But it was a wet rock.
you got it, Relnor. You're such a cool dude.
You got it, Relnor. I can't do it with my voice like this now.
I love that we're creating memes within our own show.
Yeah.
Gunter was immediately a meme.
Oh, man.
Gunter,
Delphin.
sorry.
You remember when we took down that Titan at the monastery, right?
Yes, Captain.
I shot 3 blurs, and I hit all of them.
3 blurs?
You just said he needs glasses.
You shot Sally.
It might have been you twice,
And you
then-
shot at me once. And another time it just bounced off the Titan.
But I
Guys,
hit all
I
3
thought
of
we
them.
weren't going to talk about
There was a
that.
third time where he hit a person.
I said Sally, you hit Sally.
That's right.
Yeah. That was the first one I mentioned because that was the one that stuck out to me the most. That was a good set and Spike.
I only had that joke in mind because I live with Eric and I knew it was coming.
So
I love it.
You guys have a night of camaraderie and laughter as you're kind of sitting around making fun of Relnor
Oh.
together.
And Delphin's voice.
And Dolphin.
And he's in on it.
Wait, is Relnor not in it?
I can do something
No,
you
he's in
can't
on
do.
it.
Oh, he's in it.
But yeah, it's a good
My heart still laughs.
it's good to remember after everything that you guys are, like can still have fun and enjoy each other's
Yeah.
presence, despite kind of some of the heavier stuff that happened in Lestrade.
Yeah, I asked Penny if she poops.
Hey, Penny, do you poop?
No.
She doesn't.
That makes sense. She doesn't eat either.
Was that
I thought it was going to be weird if she pooped.
Do you want to
Didn't eat.
ask if she smells?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
With her nose or
like as a-
odor.
Yeah.
Well, you asked if the goat could smell, so I just wondered if you wanted to
He's
ask
very
if Penny
concerned
could smell.
about the
I'm
scent.
just curious. I'm not concerned. I'm curious.
He's
Delphin.
curious.
You know, you
curious.
are
These are all
curious. You ask a lot of questions. Have you ever thought about writing down all the answers?
I don't have all the answers.
But you have some of the answers.
I have a few answers.
You
you
could
write
write a goat compendium.
I don't know about that. I've been writing it down, stuff I know.
Do you read what
Maybe
you
it
write?
could be a whole
Not really.
encyclopedia. Okay. It could be a whole encyclopedia set. Maybe a compendium on goats, a compendium on pennies.
I don't know. That sounds really boring.
Don't listen to him, Penny. It's the goat part that's boring.
I thought this was like a joke setup.
Let's
Why,
go.
why
Let's
would
go.
anyone want to read something I don't even want to write?
Do you have a punchline?
No.
Legitimately offering him some career options.
I could just see Ricky's face.
For the one who's all about knowledge, you're an awful helper in whatever it is I'm trying to do.
I'm just letting you do your thing, Captain.
We learned earlier that Joan considers Dalphin a total loss because he doesn't read what he writes.
He reads nothing. Not even what he writes himself.
Sure,
I
that's
read.
fine.
I don't read what I write. But
Has
I read.
anybody else
What do you
ever
read?
climbed into
Books.
What books do you read?
I read some books in the monastery.
Like what?
Like the one about the rocks.
What was it called?
Oh, one about the town. Some about heroes. Some about
What's your favorite
tales.
book?
My favorite book?
Yeah.
Probably the tale of the monk and the seeing guy once.
The what?
What is that?
The Tale of
I never finished the book.
Wait, no.
never know.
I'm sorry. The last few words are a blur to me. The monk, the tale of the monk and the what?
I think you're getting tired because I was speaking very clearly. It's the tale of the monk and the...
So, Dalphin's asleep.
Thank God.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be so hard
Oh,
on
he
your
coughed
throat.
himself away. Pretend to sleep.
So, with Winnie's protective spell around you guys to warn you of any encroaching danger, it's pretty safe. And you guys have a giant stone golem that you can call upon if needed. You're not really in a very dangerous position, so I'd say it's pretty safe for if you guys want to take turns keeping watch, you can, or you can just all go to sleep.
I'm just going to go to sleep.
Let's all go to sleep because Penny's got her alarm.
Yeah, Penny's got her alarm. Penny
Sorry,
and
I'm
her
just-
one. Just kidding.
There's a lot of things happening tonight. When he went evil,
Yeah, let's all go to sleep. Winnie's got her alarm.
Delphin's writing an encyclopedia.
I'm already asleep.
what?
Pedia.
Encyclopedia.
That's the correct pronunciation.
So I think all of this just tells us you guys need to sleep. So
We are squirrely.
yeah, the night goes by without any incident. You guys wake up to the sun rising. Probably had a good 6-7 hours each, and it's morning.
What are you laughing about, Relnor?
I was going to keep it to myself, but since you asked, I was just wondering if there was any incidents.
Gosh.
So it's morning.
Well, I'm awake now.
Dalphin, I want you to sing me awake every morning.
Way up in the sky, where the big birdies fly, and down in the nest, the little birdies rest. The sun comes up, the dew goes away. Good morning, the little birdies say.
I know an extended version of that song. Why do you two know that song?
I sang it.
Why do any of you know that song?
We sing it at launch.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah,
We
it's
sang
a
it
little
at
bit
camp
different.
as kids.
Oh, okay, it's a little bit different.
I thought
Yeah,
you
it's a
said
camp
lunch
song.
very weirdly.
Launch.
Launch.
Non-profit I volunteer
So
with.
completely unrelated. Aaron and I are looking for new sane friends.
You picked the
Send
wrong
inquiries
Oh,
to.
You're
at the
just
Titan
jealous
Pod.
you don't know it. I'll teach it to you later.
Okay,
group. Okay,
as long as I'm in the loop.
so it's morning. Joan, are you gonna use the golem again?
Yep.
Okay, guys, all
Is
hop
it
on.
recharged?
It is fully charged.
It's recharged
always
because
an
I'm
hour?
recharged.
Awesome.
no,
Or does she have to roll every time she wants to rest?
or a long
Okay.
rest. Yeah.
Let's go, guys. I'm antsy.
I jump into my hammock.
Hi, I'm Joan.
So, you guys make your way further south, further away from the forest, as you continue to follow the ocean. It's gonna take you guys still like 2 days to get to the ranger outpost, but I would say the next 2 days are kind of more of the same. You guys are just kind of hanging out, taking a break, resting, having weird conversations, getting back in the goat, and continuing.
Any
Having
wet
more weird
rocks?
conversations.
Yeah, no more wet rocks aside from the ones on the beach.
What was the weirdest question that Delphin asked in those 2 days?
What was the weirdest question that Dalphin asked?
I asked that if someone is upside down, are their feet on the wrong side of the other side of the world?
So that was a weird question.
Yep.
You asked for it.
Yep.
I didn't ask
Both
for
of you. Well, you did literally ask for it.
Actually, what I asked was, how many times do you tickle a squid?
How many,
10
Dalphin?
tickles.
10 times. Get it?
Yep. Moving on. Delphin, you look tired. You should probably take a nap.
I feel horrible.
Penny's laughing. She doesn't know what a squid is, though.
Neither do I.
10 times.
So at near the end of the second day, you can actually see a small tower on the horizon, likely the ranger outpost.
Guys, I see something.
Ahoy there, mateys.
Post ho.
So In just a matter of like another hour or so, you guys end up kind of like getting there, and you get close. And there's no one really like standing outside it. There's no like, you don't see any sign of people. It looks like it's fairly decently like dilapidated. Like it's not super.
Oh.
It's not super like taken care of.
Good word and alliteration.
Was it alliteration?
Yeah.
Decently dilapidated.
Oh, okay.
Just like those dinosaurs.
What?
The Dilapidorus.
Diplodocus?
But yeah, so there's no one there to greet you. It's just the building. It's getting dark.
Dilapidated tilapia would be
There you go.
assonance.
You do see some candlelight inside the tower. That's
Okay.
about it.
Ho, friends.
You're just yelling from
Yeah.
the outside. You do not hear
Are the
a
gates
response.
open?
There's no real gates. It's just the tower.
It's just the tower. Okay.
Guys.
Knock,
And it's
knock.
it's
Yeah,
it's like a
let's-
little
I'll-
stone tower.
I'll go up and knock on the door.
Knock, knock.
You just knock on the door.
Yeah, knock on
I
the door.
just yell knock, knock.
Okay. So Joan yells while Relnor knocks.
I'm watching our back because I got an eerie feeling.
Okay.
It's just drainage.
After a few kind of awkward moments, awkward pauses, you hear a "Who's there?"
Captain Relnor and crew.
Captain Relnor and crew. Who?
Captain Relnor and crew are here with a giant stone goat. Don't you want to see it?
You see a little like shunk, like a little like eye hole in the door kind of open up, and these like very wrinkled old eyes are looking through, and says, "Let's see your proof of station."
I mean, I'll hold up my crossbow. And he can see my jacket.
And he shuts the eye thing, and you just hear this like, and then, and he opens the door. That was me trying to make a
I'm
door
glad it was
noise.
the door, not him. I wasn't
yeah,
sure.
yeah, I shouldn't make noises. And then he opens.
Ricky's job.
Then he opens the door, and you see a thin, ancient-looking man with incredibly leathery skin, full of wrinkles, full elf, with half of one ear missing.
Lots of elves
Gross.
for the south. I like it.
What's he smell like?
Why don't you go smell him, Dalphin?
He smells a little bit
I
like
can smell it from here.
like earth and sea, surf and turf.
Okay, so
Surf and turf.
And I'm hungry.
that's not bad. That's not a bad smell.
So you can smell some like herbs from inside and some fish. But yeah,
Hey,
and he
we've,
says, "What's your business?"
we've been traveling down from Riverwatch.
Okay,
We're on a journey south.
okay.
Well, who are you,
Why did we
sir?
come here? I forgot why we came.
What do you need?
Seen anything besides us lately?
Why did we come here?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. I genuinely forgot why we came to this outpost.
He looks down at you and goes,
Elnor.
"Can I help you in any way?
What has anything been going on lately?
Has anything been going on?" "Sure. The
You wanna talk
sun
about it?
rises and then it sets."
Do you want to talk about it?
Bandits, orcs, raiding parties.
There's always orcs. No, there's no movement. If you're wanting to know if there's a force gathering, there's no forces gathering. The men of the woods are in there and they're keep to themselves and they're infighting, and the orcs are further south. There's the half-orc village, and I ain't heard word of anything coming up from there, so
Who lives in the desert in huts?
People.
orcs.
Okay.
What kind of question? What are you for doing? Gonna get yourselves at? No, I don't care. Just go on.
What's your name?
It's nice to meet you.
Gar.
Ooh, that's good.
Name's Gar.
Is it short for something?
Garth Brooks.
Sure. But
Garfield?
you don't need to know any more than that.
Gar, you smells like you're cooking up some fish. Can we have some?
No.
Worth asking.
How many days journey to the half orc city or camp? Did we say it was a city or a camp?
Hut.
I think he said village.
Okay. How many day journey to the half-work village?
That depends. You going through the hills and mountains, or you going through the swamp?
Let's do hills and mountains,
We can
says
do
Winnie.
swamp with a goat.
What's the difference? Other than hills.
Swamps will
Swamp.
be faster if you know where to walk.
Okay.
And we don't.
Hills will take you longer.
Okay.
You're looking at anywhere between 2 weeks to 2.5 weeks.
That's a long trip.
Which direction are the hills?
The hills are further south, like southwest. If you were to go straight south, you'd run into the woods, in the swampy area of the woods.
I say swamp. That sounds fun.
Why?
Swamp.
Are you gonna clean the goat?
Yeah, I can clean the goat.
Okay.
No, hills.
Okay.
Better vantage point.
True.
Less
Whatever.
alligators.
I'm cool with whatever.
I'm
He's
assuming
captain.
Joan isn't like in her goat, right? Like you
No.
didn't like walk up
No.
to the door with the goat.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that'd been awesome.
We've started knocking on doors with the goat.
I mean, yeah, but like, yeah.
Davin thinks we shouldn't hide the goat. We should just flaunt the goat.
I mean, I didn't hide the goat. But
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
in the
no.
goat.
He kind of like looks out the side of the door at your guys at the goat kind of sitting a little ways away, and he says, with that, I'd say you maybe have to, with whatever that thing is, you could maybe make it a little less than 2 weeks, maybe a week.
Oh,
That's what I like to hear.
Mr. Gar, have you seen any other goats around? Giant stone goats.
No.
Okay, just checking.
Have you ever seen one before?
No.
Then why aren't you like amazed by it?
I don't think he's amazed by anything.
Are you not amused?
You know how
You're not
old,
entertained.
do you know how old an elf has to be to look like I look?
Yeah, but you said you'd never seen one before.
There's a lot of things I've only ever seen once.
He's probably well over 1,000.
Strange things happen every day. You found some magic, some artifact. I don't care.
I really like Gar.
Just don't bother me.
Guys,
Go
let's
on
leave.
your way.
All right.
I pat him on the thigh and I say, "Thanks, Gar."
He
Thank
goes.
you for your service.
He goes.
You're gonna get a cold now. He's sick.
How can elves get colds?
Let's find out. I'm just kidding.
So
Let's go.
Enjoy your painfully long life, Gar.
shuts the door.
All right.
So that's it.
I don't know. I'm not the leader.
Yeah, that's it. Let's keep moving.
Okay. So you guys aren't going to stop for the night?
it's nighttime
I guess
again?
what
Yeah.
time
It's
is it?
nighttime
Let's
already?
I mean, I montage you guys 2 days,
Oh.
and then I said near the end of the
word.
second night,
Oh, right.
you came upon the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knock on the door again. Tick, 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 tick,
Oh my
tick.
gosh.
You hear it even louder.
It's okay, Gar. It's just us again.
He opens the door. Says, "I know.
Do you mind if we make camp by your outpost?
Go ahead."
Do you have any spare
More
beds?
Goat ahead.
You don't have, you
He
don't have a bed?
kind of he kind of looks back and he says, "I got some.
How many?
There's a few old cots.
4?
I don't need one. I have a bed kit hanging from your horns.
3?
Sure, there's enough for 3." Okay.
Are we
you
follow
guys-
him inside?
So you guys go in then?
Yep.
All right. He basically just like walks away from the door and says, "They're this way." And he doesn't like gesture or wait for you guys. He just turns and starts walking up some kind of spiral staircase that go up the side of the tower.
Yep.
So it gets a little darker because you can tell he pretty much just stays on the bottom floor. There where the kind of his little fire pit is, where he's got some of his food cooking, and you can see his bedroll and all that. And he leads you up to the second floor. It's incredibly dusty, cobwebs everywhere. Like no one ever goes up here. You see a little like couple little tiny lizards just run and hide under some rocks, and it's just very,
No one's been up there. in a long time.
dilapidated. And
Decently dilapidated.
yeah,
Delightfully.
Definitely
Dalphin
dilapidated.
Dalphin denotes the decent dilapidation.
I'm actually still outside, so I'm sleeping in my hammock.
And he kind of gestures to a couple old cots from where like some other rangers probably would have stayed, or if there was more people. There's a few drawers and like a small table and yeah.
Okay.
He says, I get up before first light to do my daily surveillance.
Okay.
Just don't bother me, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Roger that.
And don't expect me to give you breakfast.
Roger.
Roger that.
Oof.
Tried to help you, Kelsey.
There's no helping me. Joan goes to bed.
I talked to Artemis.
Okay.
You
Go
talk
ahead.
to the stone
Go ahead.
golem?
We had so much time. I just talked to him, you know.
Oh, you're just talking to the
Kinda
goat?
shooting the breeze. Yeah, I'm just like, I know he's not going to talk back to me, so I don't really ask like questions that need answers. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of like just talking a little bit. You know?
Okay.
Talking about how our group started and like, just talking about what I think about him and stuff.
Okay. All right, and then the rest of you guys, do you do anything else?
I'm already asleep.
Gar makes his way down the stairs and is back to kind of like finishing his meal before going to bed.
Okay. I mean, Winnie's tired. She's out.
So you guys go to sleep. Dalphin, you're woken up by a kind of ticking noise, like a tink, 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 tink. And are you on the horns? Are you on your kind of
horn hammock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were to look down, you see Gar, kind of with he's got a cane, and he's wearing like brown leathers, like basic like ranger gear.
Yeah.
And even though he kind of looks like he's stooped, like an old man, he's walking with a small kind of iron cane, and he keeps kind of like tapping some of the like side of the golem and running his cane along some of the symbols, and he's just kind of looking at it, inspecting it, kind of walking around with his hands behind his back.
Is he like is he like talking to himself or muttering anything?
I mean,
can I
you
hear anything?
maybe hear like a little like. And he kind of like walks around the other side, and he's just kind of inspecting it, looking at it.
Okay, I jump down behind him. Can I do it stealthily?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Roll
Oh, that's smart.
a stealth.
Modded 20.
Okay. Yeah. You plop down silent as a ghost. You're just.
Yeah. And then I lean real close to him and I go, what do you think?
And he flips around his cane and goes to strike you with it. But yeah, he rolled an 8.
Nope.
Okay, so
Can I catch it? Or just like stop it with my
roll.
hand?
Go ahead and roll me acrobatics.
16.
Okay, so he swings it around and you just catch it really quickly.
Yeah. I go, whoa!
And as he sees you, he just goes,
Sorry, Gar. I couldn't help but notice you admiring our goat.
"Yeah, it's interesting.
Quite a work, huh?
Where'd you come upon this thing?"
In some activated ruins underneath the Gnome Island.
Activated ruins.
Yes.
You kind of see, like, under his, like, kind of bushy eyebrows, he kind of raises them a little bit. You see some of his eyes.
Apparently, the runes work.
Like, they were turned on.
Turned on, they glow, they move, it's crazy.
I heard about that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Some,
Where'd you hear about that?
I know. This
He's old, but you sound
the conversation of the raspy voices. It was a cleric or priest or something or other a while back. Published some findings.
Oh, was it marbles?
Something like that.
Was that the right one? Christopher Marbles?
Yes.
Good job.
I have heard of the findings of Christopher Marbles. Wow, it's hard to say. Christopher Marbles. I have heard of these findings called Christopher Marbles.
Said
He sounds like Homestar Runner.
he kind of looks inquisitively at the golem, then looks back at you. There's a cave, little east of here.
Gasp.
It's got markings like these. He kind of taps some of the symbols on
Get
the
outta town.
stone goat.
Where?
a little east
Oh, sorry.
of here.
And the ocean's on the west side?
Uh-huh.
I wish we had video of Josh's face. Oh, daggers.
His teeth were together the entire time he said that last sentence.
I'm channeling my inner Clint Eastwood.
So is it in the forest?
It's near the forest before you reach it. The full of it, really. Hard to miss.
Thank you, Gar. We've been looking for a cave.
You're looking for a cave?
We think there are other goats, and we think one of them might be in a cave. Have you explored this cave?
I stay away from it.
Why?
Most anybody or anything that goes in there doesn't come out.
Oh, we're going in there.
All right. It's your skin.
I do have skin.
My job's to make sure that there's no army or group heading north.
Hey, you're doing a great job.
All right. I'm going to go for my rounds.
All right, good luck.
Yeah.
and then he just kind of walks off slowly towards the.
Ooh, Gar, before you
South.
go, can I use your kitchen
My kitchen.
and your food?
Don't touch my food.
Can I touch your kitchen?
Fine.
Okay. I'm going to try and go fishing so I can cook people breakfast.
Okay.
Oh,
The sun isn't up yet, so yeah, you're welcome to go. It's probably a great time for fishing, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
So
early morning.
It's the magic hour.
yeah, so roll me a survival.
I'm going to use a luck point.
What'd you roll?
Roll the 5. Just not great.
No fish.
10.
No fish.
You
rest.
find one.
Doubly as well as I rolled before.
You're able to catch one small fish.
Wonderful. I'm not going to have breakfast.
Do you just let it go?
I go in. No, I'm going to cook it, but I'm not
Okay,
going to eat
okay.
it because I'm going to go in and cook it. I'm use this kitchen to cook it.
Okay. So you cook up this one fish.
Yeah.
Everybody but Dalphin, roll me a perception check.
7.
21.
15.
Joan, you wake up to kind of the crackling of the fire and the smell of some fish cooking.
Okay. I go. Run, Laura. Winnie.
Winnie, you're probably more awake than
What's up?
Relnor.
It smells like breakfast, so I'm going to go downstairs. You want to wake Relnor up? Okay, bye.
Oh, okay. All right. When he walks over and goes, pat, pat.
Huh?
Hey, Relnor.
Huh? What?
Hey, are you a breakfast guy? I know you're a breakfast guy.
I'm a food guy.
Well, food guy, let's go get some food.
All right.
Guy.
I'll get up
All right.
and go
All
down.
right, so everyone comes downstairs. Joan first. Dalphin's cooking one small fish.
Yes. And I'm going to use my herbalism kit to make it as tasty as possible.
Okay.
Oh, gourmet breakfast.
I have to make this small because you're each going to get a very, very small amount.
That's to really
So I want it to look fancy, like the middle of the plate with some
yeah.
drizzle on it
Yeah,
and stuff.
Fancy
You know?
cuisine.
Like
I
a leaf on
see.
top that you don't eat.
You prepare it like it's from like the finest of
Yeah.
restaurants.
Like Gordon Ramsay would be like, this is okay.
Yeah. Roll me one more survival.
All right. 14.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. You prepare it just fine. It's very nicely on these plates. This little bit of fish for everyone, garnished perfectly.
Wow, Dalphin, I didn't know you had such culinary skill.
Neither did I.
So fancy.
Enjoy. Well, don't thank me until you try it. I haven't done this a lot, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. So you can all eat your little bits of fish, and it is delicious. It's the best fish you guys have had on this journey so far.
Yum.
This is great.
Guys, I'm flattered.
And I'll bring some bread out of my rations and
All
share
right.
it with everybody too.
So Relnor shares adequate bread with everyone.
Thanks for the adequate bread, Relnor.
Good travel bread.
This is
Not-
really good travel bread.
Sustenance. Better than hardtack. Am I right, Ronor? Am I right?
Heart attack?
Yes. You are right.
That's a deep cut. That's an episode like 2 deep cut. So yeah, that's it. And what's next for you guys?
Oh, guys. Gar told me about a cave that has markings like the goat.
Wait,
really?
Yeah.
Wait, Gar talked to you?
Yeah, we had a great time. We had like a night party.
Gar
I
had
don't
a
believe
great
that
time.
for a second.
Josh just laughed his hat off.
It keeps happening.
We
hand just
laughed, we
flew
cried,
up.
we carried on. It was great.
I don't believe this.
Who?
You laughed and he cried?
You're catching some of the Terry
you need to make
Turducken tales.
I think you need to make him roll deception.
I don't think
You
I
can-
need.
you
I don't
can
think. I don't
roll.
think he needs to roll.
You can
it.
roll whatever thing on it.
Insight. I'm going to insight
Are
that.
you actually trying to convince them that you guys had a really great conversation?
That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they can... Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Dalphin believes happened.
Roll
He
an
believes they had a
insight.
great time.
8.
Okay. You believe Dalphin is being completely sincere.
Which he is.
You have a hard time imagining that he would say it any other way if it wasn't exactly what happened.
Wow.
I don't believe him.
Dolphin's perception is not always reality, but
Yeah.
he definitely believes it.
Joan believes you believe what you're saying, but that you're embellishing a little bit.
Yeah. Which
Just-
would be very, very fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
I am very
And
fair.
Winnie doesn't care because she's eating fish.
All right, so I
But-
guess that...
Remember Winnie's
Yes,
goat
I know.
vision was in
yeah,
a cave?
I know. So I think that's our new destination.
And
then.
It's to the east, right before we get to the woods. Anyone that goes in doesn't come out. We are going in.
And Winnie, while you're eating your fish, Penny's kind of like twirling and dancing amidst the fire. That kind of like fire flames.
Yeah.
Kind of like she's one of them, just kind of like playing along with the fire.
I love her so
That's
much.
adorable.
Hey, Winnie.
So that's probably why you're not paying attention. She's
Yeah, because I'm just watching Penny.
Hey, Winnie. Hey, Winnie.
What? Yeah.
Could
Hey.
you said Penny felt something yesterday, right?
Yeah, she said she sensed something, like we were heading in the right direction.
Could you ask her again which direction she feels like she senses something?
Why?
Because
Because your
There's a
goat
cave.
might be in a cave nearby.
There's a cave?
There's a cave nearby.
Where?
Nearby.
Penny!
What? Don't no.
There's a cave.
To the
Don't Delphin.
Where?
the-
Delphin. Penny.
To the east.
Delphin.
Okay, Penny.
Winnie, Winnie, Winnie.
Penny.
Winnie, Winnie, Winnie.
Do you know?
We don't hear the retort. So all we hear
Is she not answering you?
All
What's
you
going
guys hear
on,
is,
Winnie?
is Winnie going, Penny, Penny, Penny.
and then going, sorry, no one can
big
hear that.
smile.
Yeah, she leans in and smiles real big.
You are seeming crazier and crazier.
I love it so much. All right, where does that sense you have point now?
She kind of puts her hand in her mouth, and she looks around. She flies out one of the windows,
Which direction's that? She went out that
and
way.
then she flies back in through another window, like she did a little roundabout
She came
the
back
house.
that way.
And she came in and she goes, south.
South.
Kind of crossed her arms like, yes.
Okay, she says it's still south.
So maybe
Feels
it's not a
it's
goat cave, but it's definitely a ruined cave, and I think
Yep.
that'd still be worth investigating.
What?
Worth investigating.
There it is.
Okay, let's check the cave out, and then we'll go south after
I
that.
love going in places people never come out of.
That's when you choose to share that bit of information.
No, I said it earlier.
shared that.
I said it earlier. yeah.
Okay.
I said no. Everyone that goes in doesn't come out. We're going in.
All right. So you guys make your way towards the cave.
Yep.
All right.
Adventure.
As we leave, we're like, bye, Gar.
He's on his rounds.
Oh. Bye, Gar.
You can leave him a note
No.
with a smiley
Gar's
face.
tower.
I'll leave him a
Is
note.
there a guest book?
Sure. There's a big book that seems very dusty.
Joan, let's write our names in the dust in
The
on the furniture in the upper room.
The last writing was 100 years ago.
And I signed the guest
And
book.
she
It just
signs the
says,
guest book.
you suck.
The funny thing is, he would probably actually laugh at that.
yeah.
Right. Gar showed us a great time. The fish was stellar, and the cots were delightfully dilapidated.
Would recommend 5-star.
2 out of 10 stars.
Telling all my cleric friends.
That's what I write.
All right. So you guys make your way east.
Towards to the cave.
Towards
Onto
the
the
woods.
goat and into
Yes.
the woods.
All right. So you guys are making your way towards the mysterious cave that no one's ever come out of.
I love the mystery and danger.
With that, we're going to end this episode.
Oh, thank God.
And we'll find out We'll find out
Tell us how you really feel.
what's in the cave next episode. I hope this wasn't a boring episode.
No, I think it was boring enough.
Thank you.
It was so fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Did I sound this bad?
No.
Okay.
Not on recording day.
At the same time, you didn't try to talk as much
Yeah.
as Ricky
Yeah, I
does.
also work today, so I've been talking all day to
Yeah.
customers.
So, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Special thank you to our patrons. If you liked this episode, if you're enjoying the show, please give us a 5-star review on iTunes. It really helps get the word out.
And tell us what you liked.
Yeah, I've really loved reading those and hearing about different stories of kind of what the show means to people and who they're listening with.
Yeah, I really like that too.
It's been really fun. As well, if you're wanting to connect with us more, you can find us on social media on Facebook and Twitter at The Titan Pod. Mm-hmm. And if you want to get even more connected or listen to even more content, every week we put out a post show where we record about 15 minutes after the show, just kind of hanging out and talking with each other about what happened, about anything else really. And you can tune into that by becoming part of our Patreon, by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/The Titan Pod.
And then you also get access to the Discord.
You get access to the Discord where we hang out and talk about different things. There's a NPC vote where each week we vote on what NPC we want to see drawn by our incredible artist Jen.
Woo-woo.
There's lots of different stuff.
Who won the last one? Can we say yet?
Bordeaux won the last
Hey-o.
one. And
Bordeaux.
the art for that is going to be coming
My
out
boy.
soon. So that's pretty fun. I'm excited to share that stuff. But yes, so if you want to see Terry Tradukin, if you want to see Gar, you can go and vote in that by becoming part of our Patreon.
Or Gunter?
Or Gunter. I don't want to make Gunter a drawable character. Anyway, thank you everyone
You
for
got it,
listening.
Josh.
He's
You're
got
such
to
a
have
cool
a fanny
dude.
pack.
He's such a cool dude.
All right. Thank you,
don't
everyone. We will see you
I'll
guys.
tell you the post show.
Okay.
We will see you guys next week. As always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master Joshua.
Oh, wait, I get it.
Going around the table, we have
Joan.
Dalphin.
Winnie.
Fully working voice, Relnor.